Hey everybody, what's happening? Miles here, and I've got probably the coolest bass recording trick if you don't have a bass guitar. So, first thing you're going to need to do is grab your guitar. Alright, so now that you got your guitar in hand, we're not quite ready to record yet. We're going to need to add a track to our song. So we're going to go ahead and add a track. We're going to go audio, and we're going to go mono in 2 because that's where I'm plugged in right here on my interface, audio 2. And we're going to want to make sure it is a mono track. Now, always make sure you're doing a mono track when you're doing guitars, bass, vocals, well, pretty much everything. As long as there's not 2 microphones involved, you're going to want to do mono tracks. So just a small detail there. We're going to call this bass, B-A-S-S, bass, and add track. All right, so we're not quite ready to record. We need to think about our bass line. We want to start thinking like a bass player. You can't just copy the DI track that you recorded for your guitars and turn it into a bass track. I mean, you could, but it sounds weird. But we want to do what a bass player would do and kind of glue the track together. So let's take a listen to what our track sounds like and see what we come up with. Okay, so I've got an idea, all right? I'm thinking I'm going to try to do something that glues the drums and the guitar riff together. So let me grab a guitar pick. So the drums are kind of doing this syncopated thing. So if I play bass, I got to start thinking like I'm playing a bass, so no palm muting, all right? So we're going to go... Oops, messed that up already. Yeah, I think that'll work pretty cool. All right, so a quick side note. If you put new strings on your guitar, this actually works even better. So, just throwing that out there. We're thinking like a bass player. We've got our bass lick. Now we're going to go ahead and track it. Now, no palm muting. We do need the click track, though. All right, now we're ready to track. All right, take 2. Okay, I think that worked pretty good. Now, on that second half, I did mimic what the guitar was doing because in my mind, when it comes to these types of things, when in my mind, when I compose something, I try to think about all the elements as maybe a separate thing, but like for that, I would want to put vocals there or something. So that would be okay to gel everything together as like one thing. Plus, it's not... I tend to want to simplify parts where I know vocals are going to go, not so I can sing over them, but so that the vocal is more pronounced. You know, it gives the vocal an area to breathe in. That's kind of my philosophy on these parts. Back to this bass section. Another thing we need to figure out right now is pitching this down. So we're going to need to pitch it down 12 semitones. So looking at the neck of the guitar, we've got 0 to 12, okay? Now the thing to know is each fret represents a semitone. All right, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to pitch down 12 semitones. So from 12 to open is an octave, so that would be 12 semitones, and that's the easiest way to explain it. So I'm going to highlight the track, go up here, and double click, and down 12. Okay, moment of truth. Solo this out. Sounds like a bass. I like it. Okay, all right, we're almost done. Now on this track, we're going to want to select a bass plugin. I have a ton of amp simulators. There's a million ways to distort bass. Okay, we could use anything, and I'm going to go with the easy one. So I'm going to go with Easy Mix 2. Easy Mix. Okay, here we go. Now I've got an expansion pack on here called Metal Bass Beasts. And we're going to go with this one, Taliath. Okay, let's take a listen. All right, let's go ahead and take the solo off and hear what it sounds like. All right, one more time, and here it is. Pretty neat, huh? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.